I am your host, Queen Ash, and here on my channel, we are going to become kingdom queens through faith, femininity, fashion, beauty, and class. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and press that bell notification for your weekly class sessions. In today's session, there is a lot to cover, my queens. So go ahead and grab a pen, a pad, and let's take notes. For our first secret to becoming a feminine woman, of course, you have to be a woman. No, this is not a ploy against the LGBTQ plus community or anything like that. So please do not come to the comments to leave very hateful and disturbing comments. That's not the case. That's not the point that I'm trying to say here. What I'm trying to say is that in order to become a feminine woman or a kingdom woman or a kingdom queen, you have to first be a woman. All right. I want you to have the sense and the ideology that you have every single thing that you need already naturally embedded into you. All right. It doesn't matter if you were a tomboy growing up or if you're a tomboy now. I mean, the term tomboy is just a social construct that they put onto women who take interest into male-dominated activities. So, in a sense, you're not a tomboy or whatever other name that society calls you. You're still naturally a woman. Everything in you, everything that you were created to be is already embedded in you. All right. So that's secret number one, just being a woman. Even if you're not practicing what could be called femininity or stereotypical women traits, you're still at your core, at the very nature, what God created you to be. The second tip we're going to get to today is appearance. Now, this is a double-edged sword. It's a great thing and also a bad thing. Today, we're going to focus on the brighter side of appearance. And we're going to talk about the negative side of appearance and things that are hindering you in your feminine journey in another video. But as far as appearance-wise, we always want to look our best. All right? I know it may seem a bit very counterintuitive to focus on appearance, but naturally, when people are walking down the street, when you're going into a job interview, when you're running into people that you have not met for years, all right, you always want to look your best. You want to keep up with your natural grooming. That involves, of course, making sure that your hair is fixed, making sure your nails are done, making sure that you're taking care of yourself. Now, I'm not saying that you need to go to the hair salon every week or every day. I'm not saying that you need to go to the nail salon every 2 weeks or once a week. No, I'm talking about just regular, normal grooming. Washing your hair, conditioning your hair, combing your hair, making it into a style that you love and that you like, that will frame your beautiful features, queens. As far as your nails, right now I don't have any nails on right now. They're clean, they're trimmed, they're pretty immaculate, if I say so myself. Yes, I do like to get my nails done. However, this particular week, I didn't bring myself to do my own nails, but yes, you can literally do your own nails. You do not always have to wear makeup on your face. There are several pictures I've taken where the only thing I've placed on my face is a lip combo. A red lip, a brown lip, just a lip gloss. And people actually believe that I've put on makeup. I've gotten away with this look plenty of times because during the time of COVID, it was very hard, honestly. It was very hard for me to put any kind of makeup on my face when I had to wear a mask. In my mind, my thoughts, I felt like if I have on a mask, what's the point of putting on makeup? For about 3 to 4 years, I did not put a single stitch of makeup on my face. It's only recently now this year that I put makeup on my face. It's terrible. It's been a hard time. It's been very, very difficult. I'm still struggling a little bit. I don't quite have the concealer and all those things together, but I'm trying my best to have a full face of makeup so that I look polished and clean and approachable. So that's the kind of appearance that we want. We want our hair, our clothing, our shoes, everything about us to look clean. Make sure you're taking your bath or your showers. Make sure you're brushing your teeth. That's the hard part of basically being a feminine woman. Just making sure everything is tight, neat, and clean. Our next secret to becoming a feminine woman here, we're going to talk about mannerism. And no, please, not the stereotypical mannerism that you believe or other people believe feminine women to be. That feminine women are weak. The type of mannerism that I'm talking about in this case. Of course, I'm sorry, I'm a Christian. I'm very faith-based. I have a deep relationship with God. And the mannerism that we're talking about here, we're talking about character traits. Character traits that not just women, but also men should have as well. Having honor, dignity, respect for yourself. All right. You need to be someone that someone can trust, other people can trust, other people can love. The mannerisms of love, beauty, grace, elegance. That is what I'm trying to convey here, women, my queens. That's what I'm trying to convey when I'm talking about mannerism. Sometimes it's very difficult to be a woman, let alone a feminine woman. It's very difficult to be a woman because so many times women voices are silenced. And it's very difficult for us to say the things that we wish to say. And then we also have to watch our tone. We have to watch our body language and things of that nature. So when I'm talking about mannerism here, yes, speech is very important. I'm going to be the first one to say that I struggle with my speech each and every day. So think of it along the lines of, let's say if you know a different language. So for instance, let's say if you know Japanese or if you know Spanish and things of that nature, right? So let's say you know those different languages and you're embedded into a culture in which the expectation is English. English, English, always English. You have to speak English each and every day in order to get what you want across. Now, if you're embedded in that particular environment for years, you're going to realize that, hey, I kind of lost some of my Japanese skills. I kind of lost some of my Spanish skills. I'm having a little trouble recalling what cat means in Japanese, neko. All right, so you're having a hard time recalling neko. It's kind of the same thing I want you to think of when you're talking about speech. I'm a fluent speaker in the African American vernacular English. If any of you are not very familiar with that, I will call that Ebonics. If you do not know what Ebonics mean, please go ahead and do some research. If you do not know what Ebonics stands for or the AAVE, just go ahead and do some research for that particular dialect. But I'm very fluent in the African American vernacular. So when I'm trying to speak in standard American English, sometimes it is extremely hard for me to code switch. And that's the term that we talk about when we're trying to blend into a certain environment and trying to adapt to that particular environment. We will code switch or change the way, in my case, change the way that I speak in order to get across to other individuals. I do not always like the idea of code switching because it's essentially saying that because I speak in the African American vernacular, that I'm somehow unintelligent or I'm not very bright, and that's not the case. It's a very stereotype ideology that AAVE is basically insinuates that you're not intelligent. So as an English teacher, I'm always critical of my speech. I'm asking myself, well, did I use the right grammar there? Did I mix up my subject verb agreements and things of that nature? So it's really difficult for me to express myself to others, because when I become so comfortable and confident and relaxed, the AAVE, it just explodes all over the place. And that particular mannerism that I'm portraying using the AAVE, that gives others the right, they feel as if they have the right to kind of demean who I am or put negative connotations on me because of that mannerism of speaking AAVE. So when I'm talking about the mannerism of speech, no, I'm not saying disregard your dialect, disregard what you know. Just make sure that you're very clear, you're confident, and you're getting your word across to whomever you're speaking to or speaking with. When we're also talking about mannerism, I need for you all to be observant. Be observant of everyone around you. Nowadays, in society, everyone is like on their phones. They're on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Everyone is literally looking down on their phones. They can't look at anyone and say, hi, how are you? How was your day today? Good morning, good afternoon. We seem to have lost a sense of communication. And we miss out on so many opportunities to meet people, to meet new people, and to strike up conversations with any and everyone that we come into contact with. And that's all about being observant. If someone is in need or in help, because you are observant, you're there. Because you are observant, you're there to take action. That's why we always have to be observant. Another trait that you want to embody, another mannerism, is being lively. Smile. Smile. You are absolutely beautiful and stunning, Your Majesties, when you smile. Now, I'm one of those individuals growing up that I literally could not hold a smile worth anything. You will draw in so many people with just your smile. Do you not know how beautifully the smile lights up the entire face? Now, I know that this is difficult for some people because you may be self-conscious about your smile and things of that nature. I know as a child, I was very self-conscious of my smile. However, as I got older, and of course, I had the means to really take care of myself, my smile is the first thing that I worked on. And if you have time, if you have the funds, if you can do the investment, work on your smile, work on your teeth, and just smile. If you don't have that right now, if you don't have the ability right now, practice the coy smile, the soft smile. All right? Things like, thank you. It was a pleasure to meet you. Start with soft and subtle smiles. They work too. And then, when you're investing your teeth, open up and smile. Coy smile. Bright smile. All right? So, work on your smile. You're so much more approachable when you're smiling. The last mannerism trait that I would like to share with you all is the idea of compassion. The world need a lot of compassion right now. We need compassion so much that it is not even hilarious to joke about it. We need compassion. We need love. We need to care for ourselves. We need to care for others. We need to love others. We need to love ourselves. We just need that ability to empathize with people. You do not know what anyone in your life around you, you don't know what they're going through. All right. And other people and other individuals, they don't know what you're going through. So rude comments, disrespect, becoming angry and emotional with other people, that's something that we cannot hold on ourselves or produce as feminine women. We cannot do that because we do not know what anyone is going through. We have to be compassionate. We have to be empathetic. And if others treat us without compassion, when others are being hateful, when others are being disrespectful, I'm sorry, Your Majesties. This is Team Jesus. We're Team Jesus over here. All right? He said, turn the other cheek. Yes, turn the other cheek. You have to. Walk away. We're called to be sheep. We're called to be beautiful, graceful, elegant, wise, slow to anger. We're called to have love and compassion for others. Be slow to anger, my women. Be slow to anger, my queens. You must be slow to anger. You must show compassion to other people. You will not blossom into that woman you wish to be if you do not have a caring and compassionate heart. Our hearts, according to the Bible, our hearts are naturally wicked. We want to fight this person, that person, because they've done some kind of wrong to us. For our next secret, we're going to talk about the growth mindset. Now, I absolutely love the concept and the ideology around the growth mindset. This term, the growth mindset, was coined by Dr. Carol Dweck. If you haven't read about the growth mindset in her book, I highly advise and highly suggest you all to go ahead and get the growth mindset novel by Dr. Carol Dweck. Now, this essentially talk about the brain. We all have two different kind of mindsets. We have individuals who have a growth mindset, and we have individuals who have a fixed mindset. Now, we're going to talk about the fixed mindset in the next video. But for this particular video, we're going to talk about the growth mindset. Now, the growth mindset is that the mind is always growing. You're always learning, always challenging yourself to new things, new ideas. When we're talking about becoming a feminine woman, a kingdom queen, we want to have a growth mindset. We always want to encourage our mind to learn new things, to pick up new things. That involves reading, writing. Yes, ladies, we have to read and write. If you are not reading and writing daily or at least weekly, then you're doing your brain a disservice. No, this is not the English teacher just talking here. You really are doing your brain a disservice because we should always be in a mindset and a mood of growing each and every day. All right. We should be learning new things every single day. That help encourages the mind to grow. So this growth mindset is all about learning new things, learning new traits, doing things that you've never done before, not giving up when you're starting something new. Like this feminine journey. You're probably thinking to yourself, I'm a complete tomboy. This is not going to work. This is so not me. Who is this woman coming onto YouTube telling me she's dolled up? Not really, but she's dolled up. She's telling me this. She's telling me that. I mean, that's for her. That's not for me. I can never be that type of woman. I can never do those kind of things. I would never be able to wear those heels. I would never be able to wear that dress. That is a fixed mindset. You can and you will. You have to put in the effort. You cannot stop. All right. That is a growth mindset. Trying things you've never tried before. Even if you failed the first time, you're continuously trying and trying and trying. I honestly think today that my makeup is not on point. my makeup game is not where it should be because I've completely disowned makeup for 4 whole years. So I'm really trying hard to get back on my makeup game. I'm trying really hard to keep my hair presentable and nice. I'm trying really hard to not resort back to the woman that I used to be in the past. I'm a completely and different person moving forward each and every day. We change each and every day. No one is the same person over and over and over again. Even if you believe that they are the same person, I'm trying to say, get comfortable with making mistakes. You're going to make a lot of mistakes on your feminine journey. I mean, you're a queen. You were born and you were called to be a queen. You're going to make a lot of mistakes. So get comfortable with making mistakes. I'm also trying to tell you, have a desire to learn. If you love gardening, if you always thought, I want to become a gardener, and you've never taken up the trade, do that. Buy some books, buy plants, do things that will help nourish and stimulate and motivate that mind to move. Know and understand that you will face challenges. You're going to have someone that is not empathetic, that doesn't care about your feminine change, that honestly don't care about you. You're going to have challenges, and that is okay. It is okay for others to be against you. A whole nation was against Jesus. The entire world is against Jesus. Do you think he cared? Do you think he cared? Let me tell you. No, he didn't. And guess what? You shouldn't either, Your Majesty. How can you rule? How can you reign when you have not equipped yourself with everything you need to rule and reign, to inspire, to encourage, to lift up young princesses who are looking for role models to emulate? Yes, queens, read, write, encourage, have that growth mindset, wear your crown. You are called to do it. Now it is time for our last secret. Honestly, ladies, this is the only secret you ever really need to know. Honestly, I'm sorry, because without this particular secret, I don't think you can become a kingdom queen. And I know and I understand that this may be a bit controversial, but this is a YouTube channel that focuses heavily on faith. I have a relationship with God. I am a Christian. I love me some King Jesus. I really do. And if you don't have a relationship with God, if you're not a Christian, if you're an atheist or any other religion, that's okay. I really hope that you can learn. I don't want to tell you to shy away from my channel. Of course not. We don't turn anyone away from the church. We don't. So I do want you to understand, though, that my relationship is with Christ, and I do have a relationship with Jesus. So I'm gonna focus heavily on some of those things on my channel. So please stay here, stay tuned, and I hope you learn a lot from my channel. Now, I'm not perfect, and I do make mistakes, but I try to be as true as possible with my relationship with Christ. So the last and absolute secret, which is the best secret, God, Jesus, Emmanuel, Yahweh, whatever you know God as, the one true living God, that is what I'm talking about. Yes, you need him. I need him. Somebody bring Jesus right now. Okay. Some of you may not be ready for him right now, but I know I'm ready for him. Okay. I'm tired of so much wickedness in the world. I'm ready. Okay. I digress. But yes, God, I feel that you have to know God in order to become the person that you are trying to be, the person that you are called to be. Because in my relationship with Christ, what I know about God, God is the creator of this world. God created us. He created human. He created man and female. He has given us everything that we need to know in the Bible. The kind of behaviors, mannerism, things that we are supposed to do in order to become kingdom people. And I feel that if you do not have God, if your relationship with Him is struggling a bit, pray on that. Ask for help. Ask for God to help change and mold your life, because He's the only person that can really do that. In order for you to embody yourself as a feminine woman, as a feminine queen, as a kingdom queen and a kingdom woman, you must accept Him. You must embody Him. And that's the truth. Tell me, queens, how can you become a feminine woman? How can you know a woman's purpose, a woman's goal, the attributes of a woman, if you're not seeking the person that created woman? I mean, if you're looking in Genesis, hold on, let me take a little bit of snippet from Kingdom Woman. If you've never read Kingdom Woman, you need to read Kingdom Woman. So I'm going to take a little bit of snippet from Kingdom Woman, okay? Essentially, Tony Evans in Kingdom Woman, essentially, he said that God literally took a clump of dirt, threw it on the ground to make Adam, breathed into him, and voila, you have a male. However, the woman, the female, is different. You know, he had to put Adam into a deep sleep, take his rib, had to fashion and mold and create the woman. So much more than what he did from Adam. This is absolutely amazing. When I've read Genesis, I've never viewed a woman the way that Dr. Tony Evans did in Kingdom Woman, talked about in Kingdom Woman. And it's true. He literally took his time fashioning and creating and molding a woman. So if you're having a hard time on your feminine journey, or if you feel as if you can't become a feminine woman, if you're really struggling on this journey, go to the person, the spirit, the individual who literally took his time to mold, fashion, and create you. Because he took his time with you. So you should know what he expects from you, your purpose, your calling. He created everything that you need to be. Ask him for help. Read your Bible. Study up. Understand your worth, the attributes that you can contribute, and become a queen. Wear your crown, ladies. All right. That is it for today's session. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed my first video. In our next video, we're going to talk about things hindering your feminine journey. You don't want to miss that session. I'll see you all again next week, and enjoy the rest of your day, my queens.